Hi, Crystal. How are you doing again? I suppose say hi, guys. How are you? And it has been a while since our last interview with Crystal. And yeah, the last topic was about homelessness in Newfoundland. And yeah, we are going to continue from there. So, hi, Crystal. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing
And
good. So, how's life here in Newfoundland since our last interview?
so far so good.
Yeah. So. Yeah, as we see today, we are in summer, and so are you enjoying the weather so far?
Yes,
So how
it's
can you
been
describe how is it?
it's been humid
Yeah,
and too warm.
yeah, okay, and yeah, last year around this year, around this time, it was really good, warm, but this year,
I think it's
it looked like we are not going to see summer. Yes, it's
yeah, it
going to be
was foggy.
the whole year spring. Yeah, so far it's good. So. Uh, yeah, what I want to say here is that last time our topic was about the homelessness in Newfoundland,
Hmm.
and yeah, I did some research here in Newfoundland. Yeah, we do have couple. I mean, I can say we do have handful of homeless people.
Handful, lot.
I cannot say a lot because
It is.
yeah, according to my research, I can't say that many, but there are few. I can't say few. Yes, we have.
We have a crisis.
I can say it is crisis. Of course, we have
It
people
is a crisis,
with
though.
homelessness, but I cannot say to extend that's what's happening in the mainland.
It's
So
everywhere.
yeah, it is.
It's a crisis for
Yeah,
sure.
so here in Newfoundland, yes, we have people who are victims of homelessness. So what can you say?
No, don't touch. Why? Because go sit right there and eat them.
So what can you say?
I think we're in a crisis. When you see like numbers of people
Yeah,
now, like I think there's three places where you can like um, for like a homeless shelter. It's a
yes,
shelter.
yeah,
So now the government's seeing like numbers of people
yes,
that are homeless and
yeah,
on the streets. So now
yeah,
they're getting funding, and I think it was from two people that I've seen before. I don't know who the couple is, but
yeah.
they were nice enough to donate.
What do you mean donate?
Donate. I think it was $2 million to housing.
Oh yeah, they donate two yeah
Two
about $2
million,
million
and
to
now I
housing.
think they're wanting to get the next little bit too. Who's that?
Yeah,
Who is that?
that is funny.
Who? Oh,
Yeah. So yeah,
so the individuals they donated two million or
yeah, $2 million.
2 million, yeah,
Yes.
$2 million. So
Yeah.
now I think housing is trying to come up with like more money so they can kind of put it together to
Yeah.
have different ways of helping
Yeah.
to build another house, a new
Yeah.
facility for homeless
Oh
people.
yeah.
And I know like there's not enough places here for to put them, right? So there's
Yeah.
only a certain compact of how many people can like stay in a
Yes.
building.
Yeah. So the government is trying.
Oh, they're trying, but
Yeah.
because they see the majority of the people that actually are homeless have like mental health
Yeah.
addictions and just like so I think they're really trying to change the way that things are going
Yeah.
because now I see because of COVID, that's when you see a lot of people.
So you said addiction,
Addiction is a
mental
big
health,
yeah
and
combined.
yeah,
Yeah, because
and
if you're a certain
homelessness, they go
yeah because they
hand to
don't
hand.
they're like taken
Yes. When someone is suffering of mental health, that total affects
their living arrangements, and if you really don't have the skills to get out of a certain way of like how you grew up,
mm-hmm.
or just the lifestyle, if you don't have a certain way of looking at things, it is an impact on society, not just the person itself, right?
Yes.
So when you take,
in what way is it impacting the society?
well, because when you go out, you see people like asking for money and stuff, and I mean, who can, like, most times you judge the person, but like if you actually talk to the person and like ask them questions, you'll be surprised. Because like when I was downtown, I used to always like see people, and I'm a people person, so I'd ask and just like talk to them and say hi, how are you, you know, and ask them questions. And the majority, sometimes they don't even tell you. They'll just say, oh, I'm hungry, can you help me, you know? So like if you just talk to them and see like their story of where they end up and like how they end up being homeless, you'll be surprised. Right? And I think we all need empathy for people in that situation.
And they understand.
So then you can see like if we're like, I don't have much myself, and you know, some people don't. So then it kind of just goes that way, right?
Yes. You mentioned that the government is trying its best to build more affordable houses so that they can accommodate those people who are homeless, to bring them, to provide them with shelter. But still, you say that, but the government, you said that the government is trying, but still, it seems like, this crisis is not going away.
No, because they're not really doing the proper thing. And I think the majority of the problem is the long waiting list for you to get into a rehab center for these people that come out of jail. It's a waiting list of 2 years to 3 years.
And that's not.
And I mean, we've lost a lot of people here just alone.
Just waiting.
If you look at the statistics of how many people come and like died from overdose, the numbers are pretty high.
That's overdose, but
that all relates to addiction and mental health and suicide. You know, so like if you don't really see the problem of like where the issue is, then how can you provide for these people if it's just only getting certain things done?
And you said there's
for
a
an
waiting list
individual.
of 2 years minimum.
Yeah, that's a long way
to go to rehab and get that.
So think about in those 2 to 3 years what the person is actually like, what they're dealing with in that time frame. Like you take somebody off the streets and put them into like say a room, and you sit down and try to give them all the majority of the stuff, like a house to live in, all these things. And then all of a sudden you expect for them to live happily.
No.
And able to do like the main things, they won't be able to. So they have to relive that whole life to be successful.
So one of the solutions is that the government has to build more rehab facilities. So people that way do not have to just wait minimum of 2 years to just go.
That's what I'm saying, because when you take something like it's okay, so the habit that they had for like say 15 years, somebody's on drugs or something for 15 years, and then the 3 years that it takes for them to just learn certain things, you can't just unlearn that in a certain amount of time. So it's like it seems like it's putting the person up for failure because they don't have the right ability to figure out like what their issues are. So when you
another issue is that we don't have that many professionals.
And that's another thing.
And that's another thing besides
like
waiting
some
list.
people don't even have family doctors.
I think why there's that gap, long time waiting list, is that because we don't have that many professionals in the field. That could be one of the issues.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing.
Yes.
And I find like.
So what do you think here is the solution here if you don't have that many professionals?
But they do have people like I know they have programs where you can go to Ontario, go out through the province.
From here.
But I mean like.
From here to Ontario?
Like Ontario or BC or there's a few other places.
Yeah.
But I'm finding if they have to we need local, so then, because I know like all the other provinces have their own issues too, right?
Yeah.
With addiction and all the same, because it's not just Newfoundland.
Yes.
It's a lot of places in Canada
here,
and the US.
The difference, the difference is that, mainland, if you see the mainland,
and this is a small place.
They have a lot,
and this is a small place, so.
Look, I can say they have a lot of professionals in the mainland than here. So what we have to do is, we have to focus on training more professionals in the field. So that way we have enough professionals here that can provide the service to people who need it.
And it doesn't even have to be a doctor. Like I feel that even if they just have training in a certain position, you should be able to sit down and coach somebody and be like trying to teach them. And then if they need further evaluation, like anything, then the doctor should be there. But I mean, at least train the people for that same thing for just for the support and everything else, just basic kind of knowledge. Because I mean, you don't need the full education for that. Yeah. The only thing you need is just have to understand the mind of how somebody for somebody who's like in a different mindset, right? Yeah. Because I mean, I took a suicide prevention program, and I mean, just the stuff that we learned, we're allowed to use that and evaluate the person and give them that support that they need and the counseling and all that stuff. So we're able. Yeah. So people, even if more people have that specific program, that will get so many people understanding the bigger picture of what's really going on. Yeah. And I think that would be the support, because that's what some people don't have.
Okay. Thank you, Crystal. I think we're done for now, but we will continue this interview. Again, it's going to be like one interview. We're going to talk about different topics. And so we'll see what we can do from here. And thank you, guys. And we'll see you on the next episode, whatever video. Okay? Bye.
Thank you.